I dated my ex's brother and made sure he found out. I didn't fall in love with his brother by accident. I chose him. And I chose him because I wanted my ex to suffer. Yeah, you heard me right. I weaponized love. Still here? Good. Because this isn't the kind of story you walk away from clean. I'm 28 now, but this started when I was 24. Fresh out of college, new job, new apartment, new everything. And then there was Ethan. Ethan was the kind of guy you think you're lucky to land. Tall, funny in a sarcastic way, smart without rubbing it in your face. We met through mutual friends. First date turned into 3. Then a relationship that lasted almost 2 years. I thought he was my future. I thought I was his. Then one night I found out I was just a placeholder. I was at his place, grabbing my jacket from the bedroom before dinner. His laptop was open. Messages were still up. I wasn't snooping. But when you see your boyfriend's screen light up with a heart emoji from someone who's not you, you look. And I looked. I saw everything. Her name was Melissa. He'd been sleeping with her for months. The messages weren't just sexual. They were worse. He called her the real thing. Told her I was comfortable, but not forever. Comfortable? That's what I was to him. I confronted him. He didn't deny it. He just shrugged, said, "You'll find someone else. Don't make this messy." Don't make this messy. I walked out, and in that moment I promised myself he was going to regret underestimating me. At first, I tried to move on. I really did. I went out with friends, downloaded dating apps, forced myself into new routines. But every time I thought I was over him, I'd see him. At the gym, at the bar near my office, on Instagram, smiling with Melissa like he hadn't just shattered 2 years of my life. And then, one night at a mutual friend's birthday, I met Adam, Ethan's younger brother. Adam was the opposite of Ethan. Where Ethan was sharp-edged, Adam was softer. He listened more than he talked. He laughed easily. He didn't treat conversations like competitions. We talked that night. Just talked. And something inside me clicked. I didn't see Adam. I saw opportunity. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you're not seriously going to date your ex's brother just for revenge, right? But here's the thing. When you've been humiliated, when someone makes you feel disposable, the idea of turning their whole world upside down? It's intoxicating. It started slow. A follow on Instagram, a like on one of his posts. He liked mine back. Then DMs, casual at first. He asked about work. I asked about his photography. And little by little, I built a bridge. One brick at a time. A month later, we went for coffee. Not a date, at least not officially. But the way he smiled at me, the way he leaned in, actually listening, it felt like a date. And for a split second, I almost felt guilty. Almost. But then I'd remember Ethan's laptop screen, Melissa's name. Comfortable, but not forever. And that guilt turned into fuel. Adam and I started seeing each other regularly. Dinners, movies, walks in the park. He wasn't a rebound. He wasn't a distraction. He was kind, genuine. And damn it, I started to like him. But don't mistake that for innocence, because every step I took with Adam, I made sure Ethan saw it. I'd post just enough on Instagram. A drink glass across the table. His jacket draped on my chair. His reflection in the window. Subtle, but obvious enough for Ethan to notice. And he did. Oh, he noticed. One night I got a text. From Ethan. What the hell are you doing with my brother? I stared at it for 5 minutes before replying, making things messy. Still with me? Cool, because this is where it gets darker. This is where revenge stopped being just a game. After that text, things changed. Ethan started calling Adam more, inviting him to hang out, which he'd never done before. I knew why. He was trying to pull him away from me. But Adam didn't care. He liked me. And he wasn't about to let Ethan control his choices. That drove Ethan insane. Mutual friends started whispering that he was asking about me, saying I was manipulative, that I was using Adam. I didn't deny it. I let the rumors spread. Because the more he obsessed over what I was doing, the less control he had. And when people lose control, they make mistakes. It happened at a family barbecue. Adam invited me. I didn't hesitate. Of course I went. Ethan was there, with Melissa. But the second he saw me holding Adam's hand, his whole body tensed. At first, he tried to play it cool. He smiled, introduced me to relatives like it was nothing. But then, after a few drinks, he snapped. In front of his family, his parents, his cousins, everyone, he exploded. You're only with her to piss me off, Adam. She's trash. She's always been trash. Silence. You could hear the grill sizzling. Adam dropped his fork, looked him dead in the eye, and said, "No, Ethan. She's better than you'll ever be." That was it. Ethan stormed off, Melissa trailing behind him, embarrassed. And me? I just sat there, heart pounding, hiding the smallest smile. Because I'd done it. I'd cracked him open in front of the people he wanted most to impress. After that day, Ethan barely spoke to Adam. Their relationship fractured. Family gatherings got awkward. Lines were drawn. And I know what you're wondering. What about Adam? Did I ever really care about him? Yeah, I did. And that's what complicated everything. Because what started as revenge turned into something real. We dated for nearly a year, and for a while I forgot it all began as payback. But deep down, I knew. I knew the foundation of us was built on a lie. If you think I'm a monster, I won't blame you. But tell me this. What would you have done if you were me? Eventually, Adam found out. Not from me, from Melissa. She messaged him late one night, told him I'd gone after him to get back at Ethan, said I bragged about it, twisted half-truths into poison. Adam confronted me, and I couldn't lie anymore. I told him everything. That, yes, it started as revenge. That, yes, I wanted Ethan to suffer. But somewhere along the way, I stopped seeing him as Ethan's brother and started seeing him as Adam. He didn't believe me. Not fully. How could he? We broke up 2 days later. Do I regret it? Sometimes. I hurt Adam. He didn't deserve that. But Ethan, he deserved every second. Because now, years later, Ethan's family still looks at him differently. Adam barely speaks to him. And Melissa? She left him not long after. I didn't just ruin a relationship. I ruined his entire image. The golden boy with the perfect life? Gone. And me, I moved away. Built a new life. But sometimes, late at night, I think about Adam. Wonder if he ever forgave me. Wonder if he hated me. And then I remember Ethan's face at that barbecue. The mask cracking, the panic, the humiliation. And I can't help but smile. Last month, I got a message. From Adam. It was just one line. I know why you did it. I just wish you hadn't used me to do it. no anger, no hate, just disappointment. And that's the part that stings the most, because revenge gave me everything I wanted. Except the one thing I didn't know I needed. Him.